Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Once again, a massive thank you to everyone that's checked out all of my previous videos, and a reminder just before we get into today, just to like on the videos and comment in the comment section below. And don't forget, if you want to see more videos coming up, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon in the box below. So last night I decided that I was going to have a little scroll through Race Department. Now, for you, those of you that don't know, Race Department is where on PC you kind of get all of your mods from for Assetto Corsa. It's one of the big mod libraries. And one thing that I found which made me really excited was a tourist kind of layout of the Nurburgring, but a tourist layout of the Nurburgring that you can add AI cars to. So, for example, on the normal tourist layout of the Nurburgring, we've all seen the kind of lobbies in the Assetto Corsa kind of online section where guys can go and drive cars around the Nurburgring in a kind of pseudo TF way. This is great, but it's not amazing for me. It's something that kind of I find people driving in a kind of very kind of aggressive way, as though they're kind of trying to race you and stuff like that, and ultimately it kind of takes away from the experience. So what the benefit of this for me is that I can program in as many cars as I want, up to I think it's about 60 cars. If your computer will handle 60 cars on track at the same time, then you're going to have an incredible experience. So what I'm going to show you today is this mod, how to set it up, and how to kind of get the most out of it and what to expect. So without further ado, let's jump into Assetto Corsa and just go through how to set this up. So here we are in Assetto Corsa. As you can see, I've loaded up into the drive section there, and then you want to go into race weekend. Now obviously if you go into practice, it doesn't give you the option down here, you can kind of see my cursor, to add any opponents. So if you go into race weekend and go into your kind of session setups, what I tend to do is then use the practice session as kind of just your normal TF session. So I've set it for 90 minutes. Then you go into your select track, and once you've installed the mod, it comes up with this guy down here, Nordschleife Tourist with AI. Basically click on that track and that'll load up the normal tourist layout of the Nürburgring, but obviously now with AI. You can go in and pick all your opponents. Obviously you can see I've got a whole list of cars already. You can see that you can have up to 64. If your computer can handle 64 cars out on track at the same time, then that's great, and you'll have an awesome time. Mine tops out at about 40. 40 seems to be the maximum limit, and then literally just start racing. So here we are in the Touristen fahrten car park at the Nordschleife. You can kind of hear the cars just kind of making their way out onto the track. So let's just follow them. And of course I am in the Audi R8 that I showed you in the intro of the video, because let's face it, what kind of YouTuber would I be if I didn't drive an Audi? So one of the first things to pick up on it, something you're going to see immediately here, is that the cars really don't like the exit of the car park, and they really they struggle with kind of getting out of the car park and that narrow kind of lane out onto the track as we make our way up Tiergarten. And what I've done actually is just popped the track description on in the kind of, as we're going to let this LaFerrari just go past us, because let's face it, he's going to be a lot quicker than I am. Are you going to go past? Are you gonna? There we go. We can now just pick the pace back up again and just see if we can tag onto the back of him as we make our way down to Hatzenbach for the first time. And like I say, these guys, let's say, don't like the pit entrance, or pit exit, sorry, and they also, because it's a race weekend practice session, they don't let you past. You've very much got to find your way through, and it can be quite an adventure sometimes to to try and find your way past, and particularly watching the AI try and get past each other. There's a LaFerrari trying to get past. I believe that's an Alfa Mito there in front of us, as we now just step on the gas. And like I say, this V10 in the Audi just comes roaring into life. And I think we're going to catch this Mito over through Flugplatz, which is going to be interesting. Let's just overcook that just ever so slightly there, and like I say, these guys don't let you pass. So like normally with TF rules, I would be able to get the guy to it's just enough room there to squeeze through, and I really should be on the brakes here. So that the driver of that Mito really pushing that car. Normally during TF rules, if you're in a slower car, it's the same as if you're on the European roads, and you stay as far to the right as you possibly can and let the faster cars through. Obviously the AI in this game don't understand that and don't know that, because they think it's a race weekend. So you kind of just have to find your own way through as we head towards Adenauer Forest. This is another really nice section of the track, and actually this kind of leads me on to what we're seeing in front of us now, which is just a little queue of cars just cruising around the track as we say hello to the Rebel Tree as we make our way through. And then there's a 2015 Mustang in front of us. We're going to be an awful lot quicker through this corner than he is. Oh, hello. Just a little love tap there on the way through. Just getting brake checked by the Mustang. And I'm going to go down the inside here and just kind of take my opportunity just to get past. And yeah, like I say, when you get two cars that are relatively similar on pace, so for example this Lamborghini and the LaFerrari, although in reality the LaFerrari would completely annihilate the Aventador SV around this track, the AI don't seem to be able to get past each other, and you kind of almost get held up in this kind of traffic jam of cars. And hopefully the LaFerrari is going to take this opportunity just to get past. No, we're not quite sure that we're able to do it this time around, so I'm going to take the opportunity just to have a crash at Brightside like everybody else does, and kind of try and get back through, see if we can get back onto the back of these guys. I was kind of going for a gap that wasn't really there then, as we're kind of now on the run down to the Carousel. So hopefully I'll try and find a nice clean way past these guys somehow. I do promise to try and not crash in every single one of these videos, by the way. I'm really glad I turned damage off for this recording. Now, one thing as well is that my computer is suffering a little bit at the moment, as oh, there's a GT86 up ahead. As we head down, it's going to get squeezed. Ugh. So again, that's another example of the AI just kind of not knowing what to do in the situation of a faster car coming up behind them. As we try and follow this Lamborghini through this section. Now he's got an awful lot more downforce than I have, despite the fact that we've got a Lamborghini engine on board. It's not the same Lamborghini engine, but it is fairly close. And ooh, that's a very pretty car. There's going to be a running theme in this video. I'm going to be making a point and then, ooh, that's a very pretty car. And we're all going to slow down. I'm going to go around the outside. As I said, AE86 there, just making his way through. And thank you very much, Mr. Lamborghini. We'll have you too. So into the Carousel. And now one thing that I was taught when I first started driving this track is to, if you want, when you're entering the Carousel, aim. There's a little white 150 on the wall right in front of you. If you aim for that, you will always have a perfect entry to the Carousel. Now, the one thing to avoid with Carousel is to head in way too quick, and you'll drop into the banking and then immediately get spat back out again as we head through. Car getting very squirrely through Hoacht. say my secondary school German teacher would be very proud of me right now, but maybe not for crashing. And somehow we're managing to keep this Lamborghini behind us right now as we head down to Wifferman, which is where an awful lot of people come to watch when they're on the Nurburgring. And we're going to head down a bit further back, and hopefully there should be another car coming up fairly soon as we make our way through Brünchen. And of course a lot of people will recognise this corner from the auto addiction videos. So that of course is now unofficially known as YouTube Corner, and that's a lovely BMW. I think it's an E30. Yeah, there's an E30 M3, and we're going to break through here, through down towards Flensgarden. I'm going to try and get him on the inside here, see if he realises I'm there. Yeah, he does. I might have just sent him off track there a little bit. No, we're fine. And yeah, like I say, an E30 M3 down past through Flensgarden 1. This is Flensgarden 2. Now, those are two really scary sections of the track in real life, mainly because of the depressions kind of right before the corner, so you really have to be careful kind of going down that hill. Having two bites at the brake pedal there just to kind of get the car stopped. And we are coming up on some more cars. There's another MX-5 up ahead, I believe. And the small carousel, which is actually Kleines Carousel, directly translates as small carousel in German. Like I say, my secondary school German teacher exceptionally proud of me right now for the very little German I have actually remembered in the 15 years that I've not been at school. And then we're out onto Döttinger Höhe for the run back to the pits. So there we go. That's a lap of the tourist version of the Nürburgring, but with AI cars. So like I say, I'm going to add the link to this mod in the description below. I'm going to kind of encourage you to go out and try it and just see what you think of it, and kind of tell me what you think in the comments below. And so you see the LaFerrari there just heading out for another lap. We're going to head back into the car park and just forget to change down gears as we just park up for a moment. So thank you very much for watching. Like I say, the Nürburgring Touristen fahrten layout with AI cars is an awesome way to simulate TF sessions out on the real Nordschleife. So if you are kind of learning the Nordschleife, or kind of just trying to get a little bit of a feeling of how it feels, then by all means check out the mod. Like I say, it'll be in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll be back on Sunday with another one of my series of kind of tracking my progress for my practice for the Silverstone 6 hours that I'm entering. So what we're going to do on Sunday is we're going to break down the lap even further from last time. So last time I set a slightly faster lap just by kind of tweaking my lines a little bit. This time I'm going to go even more into depth on my lines, and just kind of have a quick look at what more I can do to improve there. So thank you very much, and